David Colozzi, lifelong resident of St Albans. Our conservation area has been increasingly abused in recent years, and we are losing our heritage and our unique identity. I'm surprised to learn that it's the district council that is looking after the conservation area. Well, I've been copying in emails, but in recent weeks we've seen the sort of cobbled, 100-year-old cobble sets ripped up, replaced with tarmac. We've seen a plastic bench on concrete plinths stuck right up against the town hall. How can we start to preserve our unique heritage, because we're losing it? My son, he's not going to know the town or the city that I've known, and it's, you know, it's desperately sad to watch it all happening. And the second question is, how do we know that this is going to be done properly? Either, you know, are we all going to get to see what people's feedback is? You know, is it all going to be absolutely open and transparent, the whole process?
Let's take the second one first, and let's again go to Robin, if we can, on that, about the transparency, about what people see, about what people's consultation responses were, etc. Let's do that one first, yeah?
On the community governance review, certainly so when we get to the end of the first consultation period, the council's officers will look to analyse what's come in, and, you know, when recommendations go forward to the committees and into the council with any specific recommendations that happen next, that will contain information in summary form of what people said during the first part of the consultation. I think the other thing to stress is that all of these key decisions about the community governance review happen in public meetings. So, you know, they happen in the Strategy and Resources Committee, then they happen in full council. So all of the big decisions are taken publicly in public meetings. And Paul and Joe may want to comment on the fact that it's the same for local government reorganisation, in as much as the key decisions will be taken in public meetings.
Yes, that's the case. You've summarised it perfectly. I mean, and we have coordinated across the 11 authorities the time frame when those will happen. Some are decided at cabinet, some are decided at committee meetings, depending on the structure. Some will go to the full councils of the various elements, but all within a time frame, I think, of about 10 days. And that has to be choreographed, because of it won't be until that point. We've got a 28th of November hard deadline, so there has to be approval of those things prior to that from each council, but also there's a tough deadline in terms of getting something that's complete enough for people to be able to know what they're commenting on and potentially voting on. So that's that aspect. In terms of the first bit, I think it's a sort of shorter answer, is that the reference to the district and the conservation area was about the planning authority and the scale of that's within the so the conservation area is taken account of in planning decisions. We are the planning authority, but in terms of the other aspects, you know, the roads and the footways are currently controlled by Herts County Council, and they will be controlled by this new unitary. The two things will merge. But with the one caveat about planning, about it is not clear exactly at what level future planning decisions will be made vis-a-vis conservation areas. But I imagine that they will be fairly local, as they are now. I can't imagine that there will be just one single planning committee for the whole of, you know, South West Hertfordshire or whatever it turns out to be. I can't fully answer it more than that, because we don't know yet.